do I know what products to choose?
Oh,
I know.
that's a good one. Oh God, I got a story about this.
Oh,
Love my stories.
go on, I love a
So
story.
I remember when I opened up the salon and I went to Professional Beauty as my first beauty show. We're talking 16 years. They were good then,
They
weren't
were
they?
really good.
They were
yeah.
so
I
good
used to
then.
love the beauty shows. We used to exhibit at them, loads of different companies I worked in. Great fun.
Loved them. And that's how we found what product ranges we wanted to go to. But with the people, the relationships I built with the people in the stalls, like I can't remember back then what the Now brand was. Oh God, it's going to really annoy me. But anyway, I was adamant I wanted them in the salon at the time. I thought it was Jessica.
Oh God, yeah, we used to use Jessica's still going strong, I think.
Is it?
I don't know how. Yeah.
Wow.
Mind you, I think their gel polishes are quite nice, but that system, with the little electric cuticle pushers and the mitts and the booters.
Oh, I didn't know.
Did you not do any of those?
No, because I went to go and visit their stand thinking I'm going to buy from them. And they just completely insulted me. And I was like, I'm not buying from them.
Did they?
Yeah. So I went with Orly instead.
Oh, Orly's a great brand.
Yeah.
Still going strong. Their gel polishes are quite nice as well.
Yeah, they are. They're just really hard to get. But that's how I chose my brands. But I always now, obviously, I'm not doing that because we've moved on 16 years. I always have to test everything myself first before I ever bring it to the shop floor.
Yeah. I think because I've worked with so many product brands over the years, I kind of knew. I never liked the wax products. I've always struggled with that. That's why I created my own.
Exactly.
But it's the same with lashes, isn't it? Right?
Yeah.
Because you kind of realise that you're paying all this money and it's actually not that great. I just hated the pre and post wax. Like, it's got so much crap in it, and we're using it for intimate areas. And I was like, I am putting something that has methylpobalen in it on your vagina, and I don't feel comfortable with this. But there's nothing else.
No.
So I created my own.
Well,
however, with nails, I always, because we just had nails and wax, and my stock is really like minimal. But it was always just wanting to work with the best, really. And at the time, shellac was the best. It was the first one in the UK. It was the best. And it's what we used to use at Centre Parks, what I knew, easy to set up an account. So yeah, set with them. But now I use gel bottle. What do you use?
We use Magpie.
You like it?
And glitter bells.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, you bought the builders in, didn't you?
We haven't done that yet.
Have you not?
No.
Yeah, so it's about choosing, but do your research and test it, get some samples in. It was actually a staff member of mine that told me about Gel Bottle when they very first came out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she was like, have you seen this product range? It'd only been launched about 6 months. So I sent my manager to the nail salon that Daisy, the owner, had in Brighton, and to have her nails done to test the product, to see what it was like and see what the whole experience was like.
And then the rest is history.
Yeah, it is. And that goes on to another question of mine.
Okay.
You use Gel Bottle, aren't you worried about the bad rep that they have in the industry?
Oh, you've got great opinions about this.
I have, yeah. Because I think the opinions have all been started by two people that have had bad experiences. But I think there's an element of maths in it as well, because there's just a bad rap. And I think there's one toxic, I've forgotten the name of the group, Nail Awareness or something, this group, and it's so nasty. I've come out of it. I couldn't bear it, because if you ever said anything about Gel Bottle in there, everybody would completely give you a barrage of abuse. How dare you? You don't know what you're doing. You are, people were talking like we're killing our clients by choosing this product.
So many Facebook pages are like that, aren't they?
It's so vicious. And it is fundamentally started from people that have, had allergies to the product. And I think what I find really difficult is that's like people trying to ban KP nuts.
Yeah.
You've had an allergy to nuts. So you've got to ban KP nuts because they're the biggest brand. So bastards, get rid of them.
Yeah.
And it's
going to be a numbers game.
Really bullyish behaviour. I understand it. If you've got an allergy or you've got a client that's got onycholysis or anything like that, it's really nasty. An allergy is horrible. Like a true HEMA allergy is really nasty to deal with. But not everybody's going to have a HEMA allergy. But also, it's a strong product, and our training is all a bit shit. So we're using
Other than your nail
chemicals.
training,
I don't
it's
do nail
great.
training. I do nail
Yeah.
awareness. So mine's just all about allergies and onycholysis and all of that. But actual doing nails, you can go and do nails and learn in a day. And then everyone's like, but I've been doing it for 15 years. And that I've never had an allergy in my life. And it's like, no shit. The products we're using are the best products that have ever been available. We haven't advanced our training that much.
It's so true.
And then also, 15 years ago, people used to have their nails done every 2 weeks with shellac, but it never lasted because it was a bit shit in comparison to what the products are now. I mean, I'm sure shellac's evolved since then, but
well, wasn't it a hybrid gel then, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it was phenomenal when it first started because it was the first one. Well, now the systems have evolved, but to evolve, the chemical makeup has to change for it to last. There's, people are getting in 3 to 4 weeks lasting out of it because of the chemicals that are in it. So we want longevity, we want it to last. We're getting the results, the clients are loving it, but there will be an element of like it's still a chemical. You're still putting a chemical on the nail, and we're not evolving as such. But also the numbers game is if you've got a percentage of people, human beings, that would have a HEMA allergy, like a nut allergy, but that percentage of how many people do their nails compared to 15 years ago, like it's huge. And it's just growing and growing and growing. So of course the increase
there's going to be more people
of
have
allergies.
allergy. Yeah.
If you take 15 years ago, like 1 in 10 people, I don't know, it's really hard to do the maths now. I've done a whole post on it, didn't I? But 1 in 10 people have a HEMA allergy. I don't think it's that. I think it's like 0.4%. It's really low, 0.4%, something like that. There is a blog post somewhere on my website about it, but 0.4% of people have a HEMA allergy. If that's of 1,000 people having their nails done on a regular basis, that 0.4% is like 40 people, right? I think that's right. But now you've got 10,000 people having it. That number is huge.
Yeah.
In comparison. So we're going to see it, and we will continue to see it. We're not going to stop it because there's a HEMA allergy.
I just think that's common sense, though, no?
It is, but I think nobody wants to be wrong. And there is an element that I don't think the company dealt with it brilliantly at the time, where it's like, it's not our fault, you're not using the right lamp, or it's not our fault, it's the therapy. And this is the problem, it's the tech's fault. And this is the grey area. You've got insurance companies that don't want to take any responsibility because they don't want to pay out. So they're basically saying follow manufacturers' guidelines. Manufacturers are saying follow our guidelines, but we're not going to do anything about it. But we're not also going to be responsible if you haven't got all of our system. And you've got therapists that aren't doing the training for them. They're just buying the products because they can, because they've got a beauty qualification, that are like in the area going, we need to figure this out. We need to know what's going on. But I've been doing it 15 years, so I know everything. Like,
yeah.
It's a bit of a recipe for disaster.
It is. What do you think about the lamps not being the same brand?
Oh, this pisses me off a little bit. Because actually I did a little bit of a deep delve into this. Surprise, surprise.
You're like the research queen, aren't you?
I am, yeah. But in America, you actually have, you can find all the import information. And I found the import information for a particular lamp, and then a particular lamp that everyone uses instead of buying that lamp, and it's actually the same company importing it into America.
Yeah, like this is what annoys me though. Like we all know it's all white labelled, so why is everyone getting on the high horse?
Yeah, I mean,
insurance reasons.
And that's it. So you always make sure you have the relative lamp is easier. However, I will say that the gel bottle lamp does have the extra lights in the back in comparison to the cheaper version, so it does work better. Okay. I don't know about the other ones, but I know that it does help. But we done a post recently. Did you see it with the gel? It's really interesting. So when people are taking their nails in and out of the lamp, we done one post of someone doing that. Like we done it on foil with Builder. Take it in and out of the lamp, and then somebody that held it in the lamp. And when you put a knife in it, the one that's in and out, all the gel comes out through the hole, and the other one's solid. So those clients are always on their phone. It was really interesting. It's a really good post as well.
I'll have to share it with my team.
Because it shows that those clients that are in and out, like, stop it. Stay in because you need it to cure.
Yeah.
But it's all about that knowledge. And also gel bottles scaled so quickly with a very strong product. And I think that it just was all like too much. And I think that then there was a few people, therapists or techs, that got caught in that when they had really nasty allergies and horrible circumstances to deal with, that are very vocal. and that they became the spokesperson, the spokespeople for absolutely hating on that brand.
It's a shame that there's so much hate towards a brand, though, isn't it? Like,
I mean, just move on and don't use
it's
it.
just not needed.
Yeah, and I don't know why, because you wouldn't have it in any other industry. Like, can you
I've
imagine?
never known it. It's never been in the lash industry. Like, I've never known it.
No, but if you look at hairdressing, right? How many people are allergic to hair dye? Can you imagine, like, somebody going against Weller?
Yeah.
And saying, no, Weller must be banned because you've had, like, major allergies and your product is shit and your everything. Like, can you imagine? Why does it? Why
people
is it
are
okay?
on like
Also,
hospital
got,
beds
like,
with allergies for hair as well.
You what?
People have been in like hospital beds for allergies of hair and,
And
tint
tinting
and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Tinting. Can you imagine? Like,
Yeah.
trying to sue all these companies. But it's just it's that herd mentality and people following suit. So we use gel bottle. We've had a few. I think we've only had two since we've been using it. We've been using it nearly 10 years now. No, not 10 years, because it's not been 10 years. It's how long have I had Horsham? 9 years. So I've had it 8 years. And we have had two allergies in that whole time.
Really?
Nasty, yeah, but like where we have to recommend going to the doctor and stuff. We had a situation with onycholysis, and that was actually one nail tech. We got to the bottom of all of it, which is why I done that training to learn about it. And I figured out a lot of things that were doing in our processes that should have been better to prevent that. It's all to do with low heat mode. Always put it on low heat mode for builders, always.